So you clicked on this video wanting to find out how you can have better relationships, whether that be with your girlfriend, whether that be with your friends, or even your family. One of the most important things that you have to keep in mind is that all of these relationships have you as the common denominator. And what does that mean? It means that to improve these relationships, you also must improve yourself. What it truly means to be congruent with yourself is to determine what you find to be of the utmost value in terms of your principles, in terms of the things that you want from life, in terms of your goals, your aims, and your long-term plans. Once you have those things in mind, you should be pursuing them unapologetically. In this way, what you'll find is that the people around you will start to accept your version of the way things are for you, and they will also hold you to the same standard. Unintentionally, and all people do this, right? We all make value judgments against other people when they tell us that they have a goal or they have a value or principle that they stand by and they don't adhere to it. Every single time that you expose this type of value or goal and you don't adhere to it, it weakens the view that that person has of you. That is to say that if you do not respect your own values and goals, then why should another person respect you? So how can you start to be more congruent with yourself? Well, one of the ways you can do this is to find what your goals are, to find what things you actually enjoy, what type of people you want to be around. Determine these things and be very specific with them. And then find places where you can find those type of things. I'll give you a good example. So when I was younger, me and my best friend used to meet up and play darts all the time. Even till now, sometimes we still do play darts. The reason why this is important is because it allowed me to find something that I actually enjoyed, something that I could leisurely do and that was social. When I went to university, I found a darts club there, and it was a perfect thing because I was able to meet like-minded people who were in the game, who understood the similar frustrations that we'd have, the similar goals, similar aims. And in that way, I was able to find a demographic which has a facet of my personality. And in that demographic, I would show parts of myself that wouldn't necessarily appeal to people from that demographic. But what I found is that people respect you more. When you are more able to be yourself in front of people without fearing judgment, that enables them to like you or dislike you with such ferocity that it makes it worth it. You filter out all of the empty relationships in your life this way. Now, once you have your own values, your own goals, your own aims, and you unapologetically follow these things, there might be times where you're not able to follow through on all of these things all the time in terms of your values. That's not to say that you should feel bad about yourself. What we're trying to do here is develop a 1% bettering of yourself every single day, right? And of course there'll be bumps along the road. And this is not what people want to hear. People want to hear extremes. People want to hear, no, you should literally overhaul your whole personality, figure out what you want to do, stick to that unapologetically, don't accommodate anyone, don't do, but it's too rigid. That's too rigid. You won't be able to develop meaningful relationships that way. The whole point is that everyone is supposed to have a different and diverse personality. There's supposed to be similarities with those, and those similarities attract you to meet the person. However, you can be different. You're allowed to be different. Don't fit yourself in a box in order to make your relationships better. Otherwise, they become superficial. Now, once you start to unapologetically display the multiple facets of your personality, what you'll find is your confidence will grow, because the whole point of it being unapologetic is that you're literally saying, this is me, this is who I am, this is all that I am, and I'm comfortable with putting that out there. Do you know how insanely polarizing and attractive that can be to anyone you meet, whether it be women, whether it be friends, like other dudes, and your family as well? So learn to become congruent with the person you are and the multiple facets of your personality. Allow them to come through in your talks with people and do so unapologetically. If you're going to the right places, you'll definitely find people there that share the same goals, that share the same values, and be able to share meaningful relationships with them. and even better the relationships you currently have in your own life.